Continue our journey into the metric system. It worries me when you're not giggling for some reason. So you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So did you guys pick up a piece of paper on the way in? Does it say test your metric knowledge on one side? Okay, so this is a little warm-up activity. To see what you guys already know about the metric system. So what I want you to do is we're going to go through these a few at a time. Come on. So I want you guys to do 1, 2, and 3. Take your best guess at 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. What is your best guess on those answers? Maybe you know. Maybe you don't know. But on 1, 2, and 3, take your best guess. 1, 2, and 3. This would take about a minute. One, 2, and 3. This is just a little warm up for the day as we get more into our metric system. Other side. Should say test your metric knowledge. One, 2, and 3, warming up. Everyone's going to get a chance to talk today. So if you didn't have something good, that's okay. All right, Starlon. Number 1. You said a gram was about the weight of, what'd you say? A dime. Who agrees with Starlon? I agree. A gram is about the weight of a dime. About the weight of a dime. Another thing a gram is about the weight of is a paper clip. About the weight of a paper clip. It's not very much. So that's a gram. Okay, good. What about a meter? A meter is about the height of, Scout? A door. So this is 1 meter. You want to try again?
Half a door.
Which would be a? Who said doorknob? Who said door? Okay, that's fine. Who said the seat of a chair? Okay. I would say seat of a chair is not this high. You guys would all be sitting like your heads would be above me. It's about a doorknob. Kitchen counter or a doorknob. Okay, water freezes and boils. Who thinks they got this one? Willie.
32 Celsius and, 8.
That's true, but this says test your metric knowledge. So you're right, but this is asking for metric, Jocelyn.
0 and 100.
In metric, water freezes at 100 and 0. 0 and 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Try the next 3. Now that you're warmed up, try 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. That's all right. That's why we're warming up. Getting you the idea of what these sizes are. I hear people discussing, is a kilogram smaller than a pound? We haven't thought about this in a while. Is it bigger, larger? 4, 5, 6. Getting your minds into the metric thinking. Oh, I played basketball last night. My finger's okay. I know you guys have been worried about that. So I don't think my finger is broken. Sawyer, I know you've been thinking about it every night.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't thought about that.
No, it's okay. You don't have to lie. I know you've cared.
I don't think.
It's fine.
Really?
A bird? No, why?
Things going through like a church.
Yeah.
Random church. If there's somebody's shoes squeaking or it's.
Is it me?
Yes. Yes. It's you.
Could be. All right, Leilani, what did you say for number 4? A coffee cup holds about, what'd you say? B, 20 milliliters. Anybody agree with Leilani, 20 milliliters? You're all wrong. Anybody say something different?
250.
Who said 250? It's 250, yes. 250 milliliters. 20 milliliters would be like this deep in the coffee cup. Would not be very much. Okay, how about Aiden? Aiden, what'd you say, a newborn baby? Weighs how much?
I put 30 kg.
30 kilogram.
I think it's 3 pounds.
A newborn baby, that'd be 60 pounds.
Oh, okay, then it's 3.
Yes. Yes. Maybe this is like a newborn baby elephant, all right? Okay? But a newborn, I guess it didn't say if it was a human baby or not. What? And then 600 pounds? I don't know what baby would be born at 600 pounds. I don't think there's anything that would be. A T-Rex. A baby T-Rex. There you go. All right. How about Cade? What'd you say for 6? The height of a tall man. 200 centimeters. Let's see if that's accurate. Anybody know how many centimeters are in this meter? 100. So there's 100. There's 200. Is that about a tall man? Yeah. 20 centimeters would only be this much. All right? And then 2,000 would be 20 of these. So, yeah. I would agree that 200 centimeters is the height of a tall man. About the height of Mr. McCrary, I would say. All right, try 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello? No. He's also marked absent. Okay. You're welcome. Seven, 8, 9, 10. That's, you gotta try to figure that out. It's tricky. You guys done?
Yeah.
Okay. Ariana, what'd you say for number 7? Kind of a guess. But what'd you say? That's correct. Yes. 37 degrees Celsius is body temperature. Anybody know what that is in Fahrenheit?
90.
Higher than 90, it's like 98, 99, right? 98, 99. A liter of milk. Sawyer.
The same size as
It's pretty close, actually. A liter and a quart are about the same. I would accept this. It's technically a little smaller, but I think either one's fine. This is just for fun. It's about the same. What about a liter of water? We're going to come back to 9. We're going to come back to number 9 in a second. We'll come back to 9. Let's go to 10. The thickness of a dime. Aliana, what'd you say? A. 0.1 millimeter. So there are, in 1 centimeter, so here's 1 centimeter. There are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. So we're talking about, there's one, like from my fingernail to there, to the top would be 1 millimeter. You want to try again?
B.
Yeah, I think B. 1 millimeter. About 1 millimeter. But that's why we're doing this. We are doing this to get you guys thinking about, what are these units? What are these units? Okay. Get out your notes from yesterday. We're gonna look at those. What was the last thing we wrote down on our notes yesterday? Last thing we wrote on our notes yesterday.
The 7-step repeat.
We said the scientific method.
Was the last thing we wrote down.
Repeat. Did we write anything about a foot, a pound, and a gallon?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The last thing that we wrote down, I believe, is the following. Are your brains warmed up now? No. Daisy has your brain defrosted.
No.
What? Okay, good. Daisy says yes. As long as Daisy's good, then we can keep going. I believe the last thing we wrote down was, we said 1 foot does not equal 1 pound. does not equal 1 gallon, right? And then we like cross this out. We did something like that. Yes? Head nod if you remember that. Okay. And then what did I tell you I was going to do today? I told you I was going to do something. Yeah. I said I was going to prove that this works in the metric system, right? It does. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pass around a kilogram. So this is a kilogram right here. And I want you guys just to see how much this weighs. So just pass it around the rows. Pass it around quickly. Feel it, pass it, feel it, pass it, feel it, pass it. So I've got a kilogram. Okay, so we have a meter. This is a meter long. You guys have seen a meter stick before, yes? So a meter, if I was going to make a cubic meter, it'd be like a meter by a meter by a meter. So if I had a meter wide, a meter long, and a meter tall, and I wanted to measure, I don't know, these goggles inside of that box, would that be a very good measuring tool? No, it'd be what? It'd be too big, right? A meter by a meter by a meter. Agreed? So that means I need to make my measurement what? Smaller. And in the metric system, what do we usually divide by? Not 2, 10. We usually divide by 10 by moving the decimal 1. So if I was going to take a meter by a meter by a meter and divide it by 10, then I would have this. All right? I would have, how many centimeters across is this? Just to confirm, how many centimeters across is that?
10.
10. This is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then I could even show you, all right, if I can pull out one of these, all right, here's 10 centimeters. So I've got 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. What is 10 times 10 times 10? This is 1,000 centimeters cubed. How could I prove that to you? Well, if I could count it, it does not say it. This is 1 centimeter cubed. If I have 10 this way, 10 that way, and 10 that way, that means there is 1,000 centimeters cubed in this box. You guys okay with that? Do you guys believe me?
Yep.
Yes? I'll get that in a second. So that means I have 1,000 centimeters cubed. You can write that down. Equals. Okay, well, what does that equal? Well, I don't know. So I have that same box here that is empty, and I'm going to put 1 kilogram on the other side. Inside of this graduated cylinder, anybody have any guesses of how many milliliters of water I'm going to put in here? Not 100. I'm going to put 1,000. What is so funny?
Because it's taking forever.
Precision takes time. Okay. Precision takes time. All right, let me put this over here so people can see what I'm doing when people are watching this. Yeah, I gotta make sure, like, this is my show. So, I have 1,000 milliliters. Do you guys agree that this is at the 1,000 line?
You got to put on the table for the accurate.
It is, though. Do you guys agree? Yes, 1,000? Yes, this side of the room, do you guys agree? Huh? I'm not gonna do that. Fill the whole thing up with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to pour this 1,000 milliliters into this empty deciliter. Think that's gonna fit?
No.
Right here.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Some people think it's gonna work. Here we go.
No way.
Nothing up my sleeves.
It's going to work.
There is no magic involved here. Hope you don't have to go to the bathroom. Hold on. You gotta adjust for the weight of the box. Oh, snap.
There's more room in there.
It's not like he said it when he was about to do it more.
That is perfectly balanced. Agreed? So that means I just put how many milliliters of water
1,000.
into what space?
1,000.
Oh, snap. This is going to work. So that means 1,000 centimeters cubed is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Are you with me so far? And then, all right, I said this equal to 1 kilogram. Does anybody know what the prefix kilo means? How many grams are in 1 kilogram? Connor? It's 1,000, which means 1,000 centimeters cubed can hold 1,000 milliliters of water. And how much does that weigh? 1,000 grams. That weighs 1,000 grams. Could we simplify this expression?
Probably.
Yes. How could we simplify that expression? What? Divide these all by what? More than that. More than that. 1,000. If I divide these all by 1,000, that means that 1 centimeter cubed equals 1 milliliter equals 1 gram. That shows you that this actually works in the metric system. I have volume, I have a cubic volume, volume and mass, 1 equals 1 equals 1. You guys cool with that? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, why is the metric system great? Oh, by the way, let's go back to our test your metric knowledge now. So number 9, what was the answer? Now you know number 9. The answer in number 9 was what? A. We know that a liter of water, I just proved to you, 1 liter of water, 1,000 milliliters of water equals 1,000 grams. You guys got it? Flip that to the back. Flip that to the back. Okay, let's talk about why is the metric system awesome? Why is the metric system awesome? Why is the metric system easy to use? And we've got 3 lines, but I think we can probably come up with more than 3 things. Anybody have one idea of why the metric system is easy to use? Willie.
Does it actually make sense? Like,
It does make sense, true. Another reason, Caden.
It works on a lot of things.
It works on, it's universal.
Yeah.
I like that. So let's say it is universal. That means it is used everywhere around the world, scientifically speaking. Lauren.
All forms of measurement are equivalent.
True. All forms are equivalent. I like that. Even simpler than that, though. Daisy.
It's easy to convert.
Easy to convert. Yes. It is easy to convert. It is easy to convert. Connor. What? It's based on tens. Yes. It is based on tens. So that means all you have to do if you're converting is move the what? I just have to move the yes. So put slash, move the decimal. Move the decimal. Slash, move the decimal. Beautiful. Okay. There's one other thing I can think of. In math, what do you hate using? Everything. What is something that you don't like working with in math? Come on. Who said it? Fractions. There are, I'm going to put that also here, no more fractions. Have you guys ever thought about that? There's no fractions in the decimal system. But if I am measuring with inches, right, then you're going to end up with 1 foot and 17 3/4 inches, right? You don't have that in the metric system. In the metric system, you have 17.75 meters. You have no fractions. You guys should be happy about this. Caden.
What if you get like a number that's repeated? You just round to the nearest 10.
So we're going to talk about how to round on Friday. So Friday, I'm going to teach you how to round. Great question. That is called SIGDIGS, significant digits. Anybody ever heard of that? Did you have Mrs. Estevanic last year? Okay, so some of you have heard of that. Okay, we're going to talk about what to do with that on Friday. You're 2 days ahead of me. I like that. Okay, Anybody know the standard for each one of these? For length, what is the standard for length? Go for it, Sawyer. 1 meter. So the meter is the standard. Good. What about volume? Yes. The liter is the standard. So I have meter, I've got liter. Willie?
Kilo.
So kilo is the bigger version.
Oh, kilogram.
Kilogram is the bigger version. I'm going for 1. Just 1. Gram. The gram is the standard for mass. So I have a meter, I have a liter, and I have a gram. Let me know when I can move this up, because I want to move this up in a second. Let me know when you guys are caught up so I can move that up. We good? Yes? Everyone good? All right, I'm going to move this up. Who has heard of this before? The metric system. Come on, this is review, right? Yes? Okay, good. Have you guys ever seen this line, this timeline before? No? Yes, you have. So I have base here. For base, I would like you to write the number 1 above it, or below it. Let's write 1 below it. And let's write 10 to the 0. Did you guys know that anything to the power of 0 is 1?
Yes.
Head nod if you knew that. So you guys have all had algebra? Yes? Okay, good. I'm glad you guys know that. 10 to the 0 is 1. So I can either get bigger or I can get smaller. Either way, do you guys want to do bigger units or smaller units first? Bigger. Of course you want to go bigger. Bigger's better. Okay. So 10 to the 1 means what? 10 to the first power is just what? 10. Anybody know the prefix for 10 to the 1? There's a metric prefix for each one of these. Starts with D.
Division.
Delegram?
Not delegram. Decagram. Yes. D-E-K-A. Mr. Knight and I are working on an equation sheet for your whole year, and it's going to have a lot of this on there. And then I also want you guys to write here meter, liter, gram. So write meter, liter, gram, so you have your base units. Meter, liter, gram. So I could have a decameter. I could have a decaliter. I could have a decagram. Okay? These are the prefixes that go before the base unit. Cool? Okay. 10 to the second power. Anybody know what 10 to the second would equal? No, but what would the number be? 10 squared is 100. So I have 1, 10, 100. Anybody know the prefix for 100? 10 to the second. Ariana? Kilos over here. Not milli. Not centi.
No, centuries.
I'm going to give you a hint. Did you guys ever learn King?
Wait, I know what that is.
King who?
King Bob.
King, not King Bob. You've learned this before. King Henry.
Oh, Heather.
What does the H in Henry? Not Hecka,
Hedo?
but we're having a heck of a good time. Hecto. H-E-C-T-O. Hectogram. So hecto is 10 to the second. And we already have kilo here, which is 10 to the what power? Third. And 10 to the third, 10 cubed is going to be, I have 1, 10, 100. 10 to the third is 1,000. 10 to the third is 1,000. So I have King Henry died by, so now we need to get smaller. Hold on. So smaller than 10 to the 0 is going to be 10 to the negative first, or 1/10, 0.1. Anybody know the prefix for that one? Now that you're thinking of King Henry. Aliana, do you remember? No? Ariana. Ariana.
Is it like deci?
Deci, yes. So this is D-E-C-I. So I could have a decimeter. a deciliter, a decigram. I could have a kilometer, a kiloliter, a kilogram. What I'm writing here are the prefixes that go before. Prefixes that go before. Okay? 10 to the negative second is 1/100th, 1/100th, or 0.01. Centi. Yes. So this is centi. C-E-N-T-I. And the way I remember these is I always think that a centipede has more or less legs than a millipede. Which one has more? A millipede has more legs than a centipede. Have you guys ever seen those? They're kind of gross. All right? But a centipede has less legs than a millipede. Why? Well, centi is 1/100th. Milli is 1/1000th, or 0.001, which means there are 1,000 millimeters in a meter. There's 100 centimeters in a meter, and there's 10 decimeters in a meter, which we showed that, right? This was a cubic decimeter, right? So there should be 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a meter. 10 in a meter. Okay. The way I've always remembered this is King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Yes. Funny story about that. When I was in grade school, I had this friend. His name was Matt. I got to be careful with names now because I'm now teaching children and people I went to school with, which is really weird. And he said he was lactose intolerant. He's a liar. You know why? I think he just didn't like white milk. Because guess what? He would not drink white milk. He'd be like, I'm lactose intolerant. Then we would have chocolate milk days, and guess what he would drink? Chocolate milk. Guess what's in both white milk and chocolate milk? Lactose, dairy, yes. So he's a liar. That really bugged me. Apparently I'm still traumatized by it to this day. So, what?
You said traumatized by
So I went there and I was like, in your face! No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Did you guys ever have to clean the erasers in grade school? Do they still do that? Did you do that, Mr. Durbin? So when I was in grade school, we had like chalk erasers. And like one of the jobs was going into the basement of the grade school and you'd put them on this machine that like sucked the chalk out of it. Yeah. That's old school. It's old school right there. I got paddled in grade school. No, I didn't. I did. What? Yes. I went in the basement. Yes. And then what we would do, so what you do is you get to the basement, and instead of actually putting it on the machine, you just go boom, 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 make a huge cloud of, because that works too. Just go boom, 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 just hit the, you guys ever do that with chalk erasers? Yeah. You do that. Okay. Should we practice and see if we can do this? Let's do it. All right, so I have 5.28 liters is equal to blank milliliters. Daisy. She says 5,280. Let's see if she's right. The first thing you have to determine is which way are you going to move the decimal. The second thing you have to determine is where is the decimal. Is there a decimal in this number? Yes. So here's my decimal. I am at liters. I need to get it to milliliters. So which way am I going to move the decimal? To the right, to the right. Okay, thank you. Some people got that. Okay. How many spots do I have to move the decimal to the right? 3. So I need to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 to the right. I have a hole. What do I have to put in that hole? A 0. So that 0 is going to make this 5,280 milliliters. Let's look at letter I down here. I have 254 centimeters. Oh, crap. There's no decimal. So raise your hand if you think there's a decimal. Actually, there is a decimal in that number. I want you to, if you think there's actually a decimal in this number, letter I. Oh, some people think there is. More people are thinking there is. More confidence is rising in the room. There is a decimal in every number. If the decimal is not showing, where is it, Caden?
It's always behind the number.
What do you mean? It's
Or it's at the end.
it's at the end, right? So there is a decimal right here. Do we usually write the decimal if it's at the end of the number? No. It is goofy, but I want you guys to know that there is a decimal there. Ariana, do you want to try this one? All right, okay, I'll come back around. Okay. Monty, you want to try this one? Okay.
I'll do it.
All right, Jocelyn, what do you want to say for how many meters is 254 centimeters?
Just 254.
So that'd be leaving it the same.
Yeah.
We got to change something.
Oh,
Because I'm going from one unit to another.
never mind.
Let's work together. First question, did we identify where the decimal is?
Yeah.
Yes. Next question, which way do I need to move the decimal? I'm at centimeters. I need to get to meters. So I'm moving it to the left. Last question.
2.54.
Last question. How many spots do I have to move it to the left? 2. So what do you say?
2.54.
So I have to move the decimal 1, 2. So that is 2.54 meters. 2.54 meters. The last thing you have to know is the difference between a deciliter and a decameter. Okay, do you think that's a decimeter or a decameter? It's a decimeter. How do you know? There'd be a K if it was a decameter. Nice job. So decameter is DKM. Deciliter is just DM. Decimeter is just DM. Do you want to do one more together, or do you guys feel good about it? Okay, then use your last. We've got 7 minutes left. Do the rest of these. Ask questions if you have them. I'll come around and check. Make sure you guys got these. Nice work today.